And I grew up in the shadows of your silos filled with grain, but you never helped to fill my empty spoon. And when I was 10, you murdered law with courtroom politics. And you learned to make a lie sound just like truth. But I know you better now, and I don't fall for all your tricks. And you've lost the one advantage of my youth. You killed a black man at midnight just for talking to your daughter. Then you make his wife your mistress, and you leave her without water. And the sheet you wear up on your face is the sheet your children sleep on. At every meal you say a prayer you don't believe, but still you keep on. And your money says in God we trust, but it's against the law to pray in school. You say we beat the Russians to the moon, and I say you starved your children to do it. You were far across the ocean, but the war was not your own. While you were winning theirs, you almost lost the one at home. Did you really think the only way to bring about real peace was to sacrifice your children and kill all your enemies? Your politicians all make speeches while your newsmen all take notes, and they exaggerate false issues as they shove it down our throats. Is it really up to them whether our country sinks or floats? Well, I wonder who would lead us if none of us would vote. My phone is tapped, my lips are chapped from whispering through the fence. You know every move I make, or is that just coincidence? Will you try to make my way of life a little less like jail? If I promise to make tapes and slides and send them through the mail. And your money says in God we trust, but it's against the law to pray in school. You say we beat the Russians to the moon, and I say you starved your children to do it. You say all men are equal, all men are brothers. Then why are the rich more equal than others? Don't ask me for the answers, I've only found one: that a man leaves his darkness when he follows the sun. People are always saying rock and roll music is of the devil. I don't know where they get that idea. You know where rock and roll music came from? It came from the church. Not in the 50s. In the 50s, the church was kind of nervous because Elvis Presley, couldn't stand still on stage. I mean, when rock and roll was first started, it came from the church 200 years ago. Remember when we went over to Africa? We brought back all those people to help out for the summer. That's when it started. I mean, a long time later, people started singing the blues, which didn't have anything to do with... Yeah, well, that was later. Anyway, rock and roll got a bad name because of some people like Jerry Lee Lewis and Elvis Presley, people like that. But originally, it belonged to the church. All those people that were helping us work on our farms, we told them about God, and they believed us, and they started talking about it, thinking about it, singing about it. And they didn't sing it from their mind. They sang it from their hearts. They sang, God is a good master. He has a big plantation. And when we die, we're going to go to his plantation. We're going to work on his plantation, except we won't have to work. We'll have nice shoes instead of having no shoes. We'll have clothes that aren't all ripped up. And we're going to walk all over God's heaven. God is a good master. So they just sang about simple things. They didn't sing stuff like the white people sang about bulwarks never failing. And they sang all the time. They didn't sing, like if they're working, they sang. If they're eating, they sang. If they're walking down a road with chains on, they sang. If they had something hard to do, like 7 or 8 guys are pulling on a rope, trying to help a plantation owner out of his carriage, then they'd sing. And they sang a lot of songs like this one. Lord, if I got my ticket, can I ride? If I got my ticket, Lord, can I ride? If I got my ticket, can I ride up to heaven on that morning? Well, I hear a lot of talk about a gospel train. Better be ready, 'cause it's on its way. Be down at the station right on time. If you're not ready, you'll be left behind. Clean out the world and leave no sin. I tell you, brother, he is coming again. Lord, if I got my ticket, can I ride? If I got my ticket, Lord, can I ride? If I got my ticket, Lord, can I ride up to heaven on that morning? Well, I hear a lot of talk about a judgment day. You better be ready, 'cause it's on its way. Be down at the station right on time. If you're not ready, you'll be left behind. Clean out the world and leave no sin. I tell you, brother, he is coming again. Lord, if I got my ticket, can I ride? If I got my ticket, Lord, can I ride? If I got my ticket, Lord, can I ride? They sang religious songs like that. And they were sacred songs, and they meant a lot, and they were from the Spirit. Now, white people don't know. I think that's really the reason why our parents got so upset when we started listening to rock and roll music, is because it sounded like black music to them. Well, it was. You got to remember, during the 60s, all the civil rights movements happened, and blacks had to march, and they had to insist that they were human beings. And there was nothing wrong with them drinking out of the same water fountain as you. There's nothing wrong with them sitting next to you on the bus as they went to work. There was nothing wrong with them using the same bathroom that you used. They had to fight for their rights, and they had to insist, hey, we're not subhuman. We're people. Don't you understand? God made us. God made you. I think that's one of the main reasons why the white people, the parents, our parents, didn't like rock and roll music, is because it wasn't white. But it came from the church. And the church got a little upset, I think, during the 20s. If you study black history or black music, or, remember the blues happened about the 20s. and then the 30s, and then it turned into like black jazz. But the church was really upset because here were all these people that went to church when they were little, but they didn't believe. So they went out and they started singing in cabarets and singing about wine, you know, whiskey, women. But they were using church melody. They were using songs that they sang in church, but they're changing the words. And they called it devil music. They said, that's the devil's music, you know. That's not God's music. You guys are changing the words. That's the devil's music. But it was God's music. It's just not being used for God's purpose. The white people don't know a lot about black music, probably don't want to. But there's hymns that we sing in church. We don't sing the real words, but we sing some of the hymns. Do you want to sing a song? I know some of you couldn't stop clapping. So maybe you want to participate. Well, what song you want to sing? Anybody know a black gospel, Negro spiritual hymn? Oh, you think, okay, does everybody know Swing Low? Okay, well, that got the most response. I just was saying that. Okay. Well, I heard 2 people say, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll sing this. Swing, swing, swing low, swing, swing low, sweet cherry, coming for to carry me home, swing. Okay. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A bunch of white folks coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Yeah, coming for to carry me home in the still of the night.